Hi, welcome to 2026 and welcome to the Watchers. I'm Victoria Burt.
And I'm Kevin Marable.
Great start, brother.
Yes.
I'm Victoria Burt with Killer Shot Films.
And I'm Kevin Marable with the Black Script.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Victoria. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So good to see you. And we didn't lose. I was in Italy, you were in America, and we were constantly communicating as we were trying to get out our podcasts for December, but we got it done.
Yes.
We had a bonus episode on our holiday favorites, and we did Running Man. And if you guys want to check it out, please go over you can watch it on our website, you can watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on our Patreon. Holla. So we have a really special show to start back to start the new year off. We're going to be interviewing Nikki Michaud, who's in a new movie called Night Patrol. But first, before she joins us, we wanted to talk about some of the new TV shows that we are watching and that we're excited about. Our next episode is going to be about our favorite, most anticipated movies. But this one, we wanted to do some TV shows because we can pop these on right now.
Yes.
So you start. What are you excited about this year?
Well, there's several shows to talk about, but there's a few shows that have recently restarted again. And I have not started them yet, but I am looking forward to watching them. The very first one would be His and Hers on Netflix, starring Tessa Thompson and John Bernthal. It looks really good. Everybody's talking about it. I've been trying to stay away from spoilers and things like that, but it's getting a lot of good response, so I'm really excited about that show.
And so you don't know what it's about, you just know it's good.
I know it's about two cops or detectives, and they're investigating something, and during this investigation, I guess it comes out that they are actually ex-husband and wife or an ex-couple. But I guess there's some twists and turns in there, and I'm just really excited to see where the season goes. I'm a huge fan of both of the actors, Tessa Thompson and John Bernthal. They do excellent work. Tessa Thompson just got off of the helm of Hedda, which is receiving a lot of acclaim and awards. And John Bernthal, I've loved him in everything he's done. The Punisher, not The Wire, but We Own This City. Mm-hmm. and several other shows that he's done. He's just what's that show? The cooking show. It's real popular. The Bear. He's on The Bear.
I was like the Great British Bake Off. I was like,
no. He's on The Bear as well. Really good actor. So
oh my gosh,
them together is going to make an amazing series, and everybody's talking about it. So I can't wait to watch it.
Okay. I can't either because I've seen the posters for it, and it does look very exciting. I've also I try to stay away from what anything is about, but the show that I'm binging, I have 4 episodes left. So that's technically not a binge, but for me, it's called Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Oh, okay. What's that about?
It is a story, and it's like a feel-good cop show set in the fictional town of Edenvale, following sibling detectives Lou and Henry Hickman, who work under their father, Big Hank, juggling eccentric locals and a shoestring budget and their own family baggage.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch that. I haven't heard of that.
It's so great. Okay, what's your next show?
My next show would be The Pitt season 2.
That's on my list. Okay, so we both have that one. Yeah.
Yes. I wish they released the whole season at once. But it's one of those you have to tune in every week and watch. So they, I think the first episode released last week, and I'm looking forward to watching, as it goes along. But I may have to wait some time to binge several episodes at once because I can't just do an episode at a time.
That's what I decided to do. I decided to do that with both The Pitt and Traitors, the 4th season. I said, nah. I know what you're doing, but what I'm going to do is just hold up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold up. I'm going to just bank you and then just binge you because I don't have the emotional. It's too much right now. I just need to be in peace and just watch. Just watch.
And to be honest with you, that's what I did with season 1. I got to The Pit late, And once, I had time, I sat down and watched it, and I did not turn it off until it was done.
Yeah, it's so good. So
Very.
I'm excited. So we both have The Pit. I
Yes.
snuck in Traders, but that just literally dropped yesterday.
Okay.
I tell you what, I've been not waiting and binging. I binged season 1.
Okay.
And now I'm eating season 2 like it's the best, a moose bouche you could imagine. Like I'm just like num 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 every single Sunday. Landman.
Oh,
oh my God.
Are you on season 1 or season 2?
I already binged season 1, so go binge season 1. It's a Taylor Sheridan show about Boomtown in West Texas.
Yes.
It is starring Billy Bob Thornton. Demi Moore is in this season, much more she was in last season. It is so good.
Mm.
It is so good, and it's compelling television. And I don't want to give you too much more than that because it's not fair. You should be able to just take it in.
Yeah, we will. I'll definitely watch, and we should definitely circle
and
back.
Then we'll do season 1 like you enjoyed. Okay, what's yours next?
Lastly, it's a show that's not new, but it's new to streaming, and that is 61st Street.
Okay, you're the third person to tell me about this. So
yes.
now I have to get on the bandwagon. All right,
yeah, I had some spare time last weekend. I decided to cut it on. Several people had mentioned it to me, and I had also seen people talking about it online. And so I said, well, I have some time. Let me see if I just, figure out what this is about and go from there. And from the very first episode, by the time you get to the end of that episode, you will not stop. And there's 2 seasons of it.
Okay.
And it's really good. It's about a corrupt police force in Chicago. And that's all I'll say. But
okay, no more. Don't give it away because I will definitely watch it. Okay, my last one definitely it ties to our guest that's going to be joining us. I think she's actually just jumped into the backstage. So it's a series based on the Anne Rice vampire series, and it's the Vampire Lestat. It's coming in March.
Yes.
I can't wait. You understand? I cannot wait for this.
Yeah. And I've heard of that series. I've not watched it, but I've heard of that series. I've actually reported on that series. But I'm hearing good things about it. So I'm definitely gonna have to tune in as well.
So welcome back. We took a little break. And Kevin, you want to tell everybody about our next guest?
Our guest is a performer whose work spans some television's most iconic and influential series, from Soul Food to The Shield, NYPD Blue, Lincoln Heights, Shameless, NCIS, SWAT, and Ballard. She has built a body of work rooted in strong characters and memorable performances across multiple genres. Beyond acting, she's also stepped behind the camera, writing and directing Summer of Violence, proving her creative voice extends well beyond the screen. Now, she's added another compelling role to her resume as she stars in the upcoming horror thriller, Night Patrol. We have with us today none other than the amazing Nikki Michaud. Nikki, thank you so much for joining the Watchers.
Yes, Nikki Michaud. Oh, I'm trying to get my green screen. Hey, y'all, how you doing?
Hi, Nikki.
Oh, things are good. I'm excited. This is awesome. Am I the first guest?
Yeah, we didn't really have it in our bucket list to do interviews with people, but full disclosure, Nikki and I know each other. We tea together, we talk together, and when I saw this movie, I remember when you were shooting this movie and you were working nights, doing stuff, and I was like, I can't wait to see this. And then when I saw that it was coming in January, and I thought, oh, we have to talk to you about this.
Well, I know both of you guys because I know Kevin too, because I was one of Kevin's first guests when he started the Black Script way back when.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I'm really glad to have met and known you and learn more about what it is that you do, get to see a part of your journey as you progress and all of that. So it's been really great.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Of course, thank you. And let's just tell people about the movie. So Night Patrol, I'm going to read the IMDb. And first of all, let me just say, when you go on Nikki's IMDb, it scrolls. It's a scroll. It is so you have done so much great work. And I always make fun when I'm in my house cleaning and I've got a show on television. This happened with that show. I can't remember the name of the show, but I was like, wait a minute. Is that Nikki? Like time. I just you work. I've been working for so long, doing so much good stuff. So anyway, so let me just say this is the description of Night Patrol, and I don't want to spoil it. So I wanna be mindful of that. An LA cop discovers a local task force is hiding a secret that puts the residents of his childhood neighborhood in danger. That's what IMDb has up. I'm not gonna edit them, but
I know. I think they should mention it's a vampire movie.
Hello,
I mean, because the trailer says that, so I would give them a little more tea.
A little more tea, yeah, for sure. And I mean, we all know you're gonna be hard pressed to find somebody who doesn't love a vampire film.
I mean, who does not love vampires? I was so excited to do this movie. I mean, when they wrote it a long time ago, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this vampire movie. I was like, say less, I'm in. I love it, and it's really cool. And I get to play a vampire hunter.
Right.
We'll talk about my character yet. Is there a question?
We're gonna talk about her because she's first of all badass.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
And you are, so delightfully tough. I was like,
I am leaning in all the way to the badassery. So one thing that happened as I've gotten older as an actress, and roles shift and change, I have really wanted to be the villain. I wanted to be the villain. I always wanted to be kind of like an action hero back in my younger days. That didn't work out. But I ended up playing moms. Love playing moms. But then I played Lincoln Heights, and then when that ended, and I was in my 40s, so things were shifting, and I got this role on In the Dark where I was the drug queen pin. And I was like, what's that about? And I was like, how do I do that? Because I don't want to be a guy. I don't want to just like put a lot of male energy out there, because there are powerful women. There are women running illegal operations, running gangs. There are women who do this. So when I did In the Dark, I was really mindful of making her all woman, and powerful. So when this came along, I was super excited, but the same thing. So Ryan set me up with a female OG, and I got a chance. So I play an OG Crip. So my whole family's Crips.
Yes.
I'm Crips, my sons are Crips, and then my other son becomes a cop. That's the problem. He joins LAPD, trying to become a part of this elite task force, Night Patrol. This is the betrayal among betrayal. So my character, Ayanda, is really the truth sayer. I know what this task force is, and it's all about our Zulu heritage and the powerful people that we are. And I'm cold-blooded and just, oh my God, it's like the most ruthless character I have ever played. And I get to be a kind of a superhero because I'm a vampire hunter. I'm Blade.
Right. Yeah, you really are. You did your thing.
But I'm realistic. I'm a real girl in the hood who found her inner Blade.
But what's great about it is that you have a mother who's protecting not just, her son, right? But she's also protecting her community.
Yes.
Right. Yes. She's doing all the things, making all the things, and throwing the salt. I mean, I don't think she technically threw salt, but you know what I mean. Like she's
doing all the things,
and but not afraid to pull out the pew pew. You know what I mean? Like she's just so tough. And you were, I mean, like I know you, and I was like, you were. Like, I know you're an actress. An actor. I know this, but when you see somebody really in a intense role, it's off-putting. And so I think I spoke to you the night I was watching it. I was like, girl, this is so good. And I love the story. I love the story. I thought it was so original. I thought it was timely. What was it like when you first read the script?
I was wondering how anyone would ever make it.
Say more.
Yeah, because the movie's dangerous. It's, even though it's a metaphor, you know how sensitive people are, and you got us going to war with us, this task force, but they're cops. We're going to war with the cops. Right. That's dangerous. Even in art, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So when I read it, I was like, I love it. But and you know what, honestly, I think Ryan being white helped because he has I don't know, let's call it white privilege, whatever.
Right.
He's not going to be canceled from this movie. You know, it can go left, it can go right. He will not be canceled. As opposed to someone who does like American Skin or Birth of a Nation, and they do they damnedest to cancel you.
Yes.
Right.
So Ryan will survive. Whatever this movie does, you know, he will be, I think, and I could be wrong because we live in a much darker time than when we first wrote it. When we first came up with when they first wrote the movie and brought it to me 7-8 years ago. It's darker now, which is hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine, but I do think it's like perfect.
Yes.
Because I just saw a tweet about the Bloods and the Crips deciding to put down, stop fighting each other to join forces against, not join forces, but to deal with the common problem of
ICE.
Wow,
that's
powerful.
That could not be more powerful and more timely and more connected because that beat actually happens in the movie. You know what I mean? And just to back up about Ryan, I think also it shows the actors that also star in the movie. You know, Justin Long, Dermot Mulroney. These are
CM Punk.
Yeah, right. CM Punk. These are as far as like being white actors.
Yeah,
they give you that space to say something that might make people uncomfortable. Otherwise, you know what I mean?
You know, it's important. I mean, there's, like I said, there's a space for allies. We're all, and I think what's really important, and I think I don't mean to be political, but I think what's really important is we have to recognize we're all in this together. Dr. King said this so well. A threat to justice anywhere is a threat. An injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Yes. And I think people are waking up to that when we see who's being murdered now on the streets. People are like, oh, you mean they can shoot anybody? Yeah. Because it's, you know, law enforcement having the ability to kill with impunity does not have a line.
No.
You're not like safe. And I think people, we have been fed this notion about what our privilege or our race means positively or negatively. And it's not true. None of that's true. And never has it been more clear than now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kevin, you were going to say something?
I was just going to agree. You know, it's clear in your face. You know, some of these stories that we're telling are more poignant now because of what's happening. And it is important to tell these stories. And I think some of these stories are obviously allowed to surface because of what's happening. And there are people who feel, you know, just like we feel, that are on that side of, let's make this story happen. Let's bring this picture to life.
There are a lot of people who want to be able to first of all, it's art. It's vampires, it's made up, and like people need to get over themselves. People can take, you know, that there's that part. But we should be able to, art is where we should be able to say these things.
Yes.
Art is where we should be able to make people uncomfortable, make people think, and I think for us as a community, it's cathartic. Like watching that movie in Baldwin Hills with that audience, predominantly Black audience, but it was still mixed. They were applauding, they were screaming because we need an outlet creatively to collectively be together. You know, I mean, that's what movies and TV, and that's the beauty of the theaters. Seeing it in the theater, and it's very similar to my feeling when I went to one of the AOC Bernie Sanders rallies, where you're not alone. You're not the only one who thinks this way. There, you know, you can reach out and go, hey, wow, well, there's a community here, and maybe we can figure out a way to move to a more just society, right? So I don't know. I think it's really, really, it's exciting.
Yeah, and it's coming out at the right time. And tell me what it was like working with, you know, your cast and your fellow actors. I know that you did a lot of night work, right?
Yeah, but let's just start with the table read.
Okay.
First of all, I'm the only woman.
Right, that's true. I didn't even think about
that. For the young woman who plays
at the top. Don't give that away. Don't give that away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that because I was like, oh.
So I'm not the only woman, but I'm mostly the only woman. And you walk into the table read, and all the guys are there. All the wrestling. There's the wrestling crew because all those guys came. Every single one of those guys, they were there with their muscles.
Can you pause for a second though?
Yeah.
The special effects and all that was fantastic, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But the fang. I was like, ooh, can I get those? I loved that.
So they took that. I can't remember what country in Africa, but it's an African folklore about these beings that had metal fangs. That's where they got that from.
Fantastic detail.
Yeah. Yeah, no. These guys are brilliant. Brian, Shay, Tim, they are such good writers. Such good writers. And I teamed up with them on Low Life. I think there was and Jake, can't forget Jake. And there were 5 writers on Low Life. Who did we drop off? I can't remember, but these guys are really creative. So the table read was when I walked in, all these guys and so many people are pretty heavy hitters in their world. Freddie and RJ and Justin Long and CM Punk. I mean, I didn't know who CM Punk was, but CM Punk is a big deal.
Yes.
A big deal. And Dermot phoned in, because he was on set with, I think, Chicago Fire. So this is a heavy hitter room. And I'm walking in like, wow. And we do the table read, and it was just kind of amazing just how everyone just slipped into their roles and was just down for the cause. Like nobody's freaking out about like, can we say this? Like, look, we're just going to make some art and we're going to do it and we're going to have some fun with it because it is fun. It's a vampire movie. What's not fun about a vampire movie? And it is what it is. And we're going to just have like, I was like, well, and on set, I was like, can I get more blood? Because I was like, can I have scars? All kinds of things that to make it like I've seen it a couple of times now. And one of the things that I did was I actually hurt my foot on the first day on the roof when I was
when you were on the roof. Is that why you had the limp?
Yeah. So I decided. So I literally was in so much pain. I was limping, and we were filming. I was like, fuck, this character's got a limp now. That's not what I had planned.
It works. It
worked perfectly. Yes.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I said, she had a limp?
Yes.
Well, it was something. It was, because you start thinking like, man, I don't want to be that actor who's like, and then they have a cane, and then they've got like a mustache. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
But I was in so much pain that I was limping the first day. Now the injury went away, and then I was like, I think I'm committed to this limp. But I love it because she found her. First of all, you get the notion that she has lived a life.
Right. Yeah,
she's lived a life.
Yes.
And the woman that I was actually did my research on, the OG Crip, she had like a knee injury from a bullet wound. So she also had like a whole like injury that made her walk a different kind of way. And I thought, if you've been in that life, you've been shot, you've been beat up, you've been kicked, you have been in a violent lifestyle. Your body is not whole. So, and just seeing her like, and then Ryan wanted me in that muumuu dress in the beginning. And it was just so great to go from this just like maternal kind of woman to like, let's go.
Yeah.
What I loved about the muumuu to the non-muumuu was like that. I grew up in the Bronx. We know that mother. We know the mother that rolls around in the bata or the muumuu and, the chanclatas and the, whatever, and she's going to the bodega and the store and, but what was so cool about it is that first scene, I didn't know that was you. The first time I was like, oh my God. And then when you see her, when you look in her eyes, you see the war she's been through.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's everything.
There was a darkness and there was a depth there of someone who's been through some things and is willing to go back through some things.
Weathered.
Yeah.
Weathered.
Yeah.
There's a thing they talk about with this is an educational term or something I read about the weathering, when it talks about Black people being exposed to repeated trauma, whether in your actual life or visual, like the videos. There's a weathering where it's like it beats down your spirit. And maybe it doesn't beat down your spirit, but it changes you.
Yes.
It changes you. And I feel like it was really important. That's the OG part of her, was the life and how and the struggle. And being a Crip is not like
it ain't right.
No. Right. It ain't nothing.
Well, listen, there's also fight, flight, freeze, fawn, right? She in fight. She's in fight.
Oh yeah.
And that's the reality of the situation that they were in. And I'll tell you, one of the scenes that really had me uncomfortable was and I'm trying not to give too much weight, but there's a scene with some cages.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
The symbolism of that. I felt like I had like a ancestral shiver from that. It was the story it was telling of us being hunted and us being sustenance.
Yes.
Is not
living.
It's not far from
our
the
blood.
Living off our blood, literally.
Everything.
All right. So the table read. You walk in, and you serve. I'm sure. What was it like? When you were shooting. What was it like with you? You worked the most closely, I think, with your
RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love RJ. RJ Tyler. I love RJ. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know that I knew who he was when I got there. Because then when I got there, I'm like, wait a minute. You're in the Book of Clarence. You're phenomenal. And I just had such a blast with him because we just kept trying to get to the truth. All this crazy stuff is happening, and I'm talking crazy. I'm talking about, this and the Asiatic peoples and and I got these lines. And we are just, and of course he's just like, Mama, what? So it was so wonderful. He and I were like, boom, we in this, we're gonna make this real. Because there's a lot of when you're doing like practical effects, blood work, and the language and the limp, there's a lot of stuff that can be like acting. And to try to like, okay, add this layer, and get to the truth. It was just so fun to play with him. I mean, we hit some real moments in this movie that were just so fun and so phenomenal. And I adore working with him. It's so fun. I mean, really with everyone, because then another fun scene is when we getting high.
Oh
yeah, because first of all, it's in the middle of the chaos, and it's just like, sometimes high, and it was like, yeah, you've been through a lot.
Right, you needed that, yeah.
And it was such a funny scene, and it's just so. I mean, and that's the beauty of we got to have a lot of fun. Yes, it was cold. Yes, it was sticky because you're bloody, and I was running more than I had prepared for. I don't think it ever said run in the script, but I was running in these combat boots. I was like, I should have trained for this.
But she was also a woman of your age, right? Like, so it's not.
That's exactly right. Like, of course.
Real. Right. You can't be, the Terminator 2.
I am not a superhero. I am a middle-aged woman trying to run for my life. And it is what it is. Yes. And I love that you see all of that struggle.
Yeah.
I love because, not a lot of movies, not a lot of directors would allow a woman in her 50s to just be a woman in her 50s.
Yeah. And be powerful.
And be powerful.
And right. Because she was right.
Oh, that was the best part about the character. I love that. I love being right. I
love the only one preparing.
Yeah.
I love that I seemed crazy. Because, and that was part of the reason it was such a motivator for me to like believe, as the actor delivering the news, dropping into like method, like making it real for me so that if I believe it, you believe it. Right. And because I knew the more I believed it, the more everyone would think she was crazy, the better it would work.
Yeah. And that is exactly what happened. And I think what's really great is that I think that was really true for the majority of the people. Like, I didn't feel anybody was in a different movie. If that makes sense, right? Everybody was in the same movie, and it had this beautiful balance of like, yes, it's fantastical. That's a word. It's vampire, but it's also, and it's funny. So it's not like I'm sitting there in full terror, in full fear, or in full, I talked about the cage scene, but like, there's something.
It's mostly gross and funny.
It's gross and it's revenge and it's let's go.
Yes.
You know, let's suit up and let's go.
And it should be, you know, as the audience, you should be going, let's go. That's the vibe that we want to get. Like, we can do this. All we got to do is come together and we can win. Like,
yeah, man.
It was great.
Really, really good. Really good. I also enjoyed your interaction with Jermaine Fowler, who plays, you know, your son as the cop. I love that interaction too. I thought that was great
too. Yes,
he is everything.
Yeah.
And I was so bummed that I didn't get more scenes with him, but that one scene is great, and that's all I'll say about that. It's just, we were so excited to work with each other because we were both like, you know, it's like two people on the other side of the fence. Like, when do we get to work together? And so we were both excited about that scene. So Ryan managed to pull together quite the cast.
I thought it was a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't really have any expectations going in, so once I cut it on and everything started, I was locked in. I was like, okay, I see where this movie's going. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And then when you came on, I was just like, okay, Nikki, you're doing your thing. I see the acting. Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
I have to say, for me, what I loved is having known a little tiny bit about it being a vampire movie, but it doesn't give that away quickly. So anybody who doesn't sort of hear this or see it or see a trailer and find out about it will really be on a little bit of a ride. They won't quite know. There's a nice little turn where you're like, uh-oh, what's this? You know, what's happening? This is not just, you know, the blood, the Crips, the cops, right?
Yeah.
This is another level of fighting. It's so wonderful. Congratulations.
This is a big battle.
Yeah, there's a battle. There's a battle for
it's
life.
Awesome.
For life and limb. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us. And we're gonna put up a slate and let everybody know it's coming out on the 16th.
January 16th.
Yeah. For sure. So thank you so much.
I am so excited to have been a guest on The Watchers. I can't wait to come back.
First guest.
Absolutely.
First guest. Yes. I'm forever crowned. I'm forever crowned. I love it. First guest. All right, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Nikki.
She's so wonderful.
It was awesome. Yes.
So the next time I see you, we'll talk about what's on our must-see list for 2026 in movies, and everybody go see Night Patrol.
January 16th.